How can you convince a group of 900 people to take their own lives? This is the story of Jonestown. Jim Jones opened his first church in the mid-1950s in Indianapolis. He was extremely progressive for the 50s and was able to attract a large amount of minorities to his church. He wanted people from all races and all cultural backgrounds to be brought together. Due to his growing popularity, he opened up a people temple in both LA and San Francisco. While the church covered itself in humanitarian causes, Jim Jones himself was less than humane. He would humiliate, blackmail, and beat his followers. He convinced many of them to sign over their possessions and homes to his church. He brainwashed many of the minority members of his church to think that if they left, the government would round them up and send them to concentration camps. After the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. and JFK, Jim Jones thought he'd be next. So Jim and 90 other of his members packed up and moved to Guyana. This is the foundation where something more horrible began. Hey guys, and welcome back for part 2 of Jonestown. Once Jim and his other followers got to Guyana, they set up Jonestown. The compound took about 3 to 4 years to build. During this, they sent videos and letters back to the US and back to other family members. This group of 90 ended up growing to 500 fast, and soon it reached about 900. Many thought Jim was a god because he could heal the sick and read minds. However, back in the US, a writing piece actually came out investigating some of the rumors around Jonestown. While Jonestown was presenting itself as a socialist utopia, many of their family members back at home claimed that they were being held against their will and some were being subjected to physical and psychological abuse. That is when Congressman Leo Ryan traveled to Guyana to inspect. When he got there, he was welcomed with dancing and happy members. Everyone was excited to be there and he gave a positive speech. However, later that night, he started to be slipped notes from the members. Many of these notes stated that they couldn't leave and needed help getting out of Jonestown. Ryan went to confront Jim, and this is when things turned for the worst. What happened next is straight out of a horror film. Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of Jonestown. So during the confrontation with Jim, he claimed that anyone could leave anytime they wanted to. So the next day, Ryan, his camera crew, and a few of the people that wanted to leave Jonestown packed up in the truck to go. Once they hit the airstrip to leave, members of Jonestown ended up opening fire on them, killing the congressman, 3 other members of the press, and wounding 11 people. Knowing that he was obviously going to get in trouble for this, Jim Jones took action. He created a Kool-Aid laced with cyanide. He convinced the members of Jonestown that they were all at fault and that the CIA was going to get them. Everyone had to drink the Kool-Aid. This is where the saying comes from, by the way. One woman even stood up saying that this was not the answer and that she wanted to take her kids and leave. She was immediately shot, and that's when everyone knew that they didn't have a choice. First, it was given to the babies and kids through syringes, and then the adults drank the Kool-Aid. A total of 909 deaths happened that day. Only 5 people escaped into the jungle. Jim Jones then took his own life. This really highlights the danger of people creating their own religions. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and follow and add me on Instagram for more content.